Hi everyone. This video is not sponsored by anyone. It's just a small memory from my college days. I actually shot this video during the last phase of my degree, back when hostel life still felt normal. And honestly, looking back now, a lot has changed since then. Back then, we used to get separate rooms from the first year itself. Now, apparently, things are completely different. But anyway, this video is less about the hostel and more about a setup that slowly grew with me throughout the college. So, yes, this entire setup actually started after I bought my 25 last year. And one thing I genuinely liked about our hostel rooms was the table. It was a simple wooden table, nothing fancy, but it was used for a hostel room, around 4 feet long, maybe 2 feet wide, and somehow that table slowly became my entire workspace. Now, technically, this was not even a new setup, it was mostly me rearranging everything after months of dust and mess, but still, there was something satisfying about setting everything up again. I got my laptop during second year, and honestly at that time I barely even needed one. But most of the uses was literally just YouTube, music, random late night binge sessions, and pretending to be productive sometimes. But during final year, things slowly became somehow serious: presentations, thesis work, assignments, etc. That's when the laptop actually started becoming useful academically. Not the laptop itself was not anything crazy, not super powerful, not premium, but good enough to get everything done. And honestly, sometimes good enough is all you really need in college. For the setup, I used a basic laptop stand, and for audio, my JBL Flip 6 basically became my main speaker for everything: movies, music, late night YouTube sessions, everything. And personally, I genuinely think a good speaker is one of the most underrated things in a setup, especially in college hostels, because if you have ever used a Windows laptop, you already know the speakers are usually there just for Windows notifications. So, yes, the speaker was honestly carrying the entire experience. For the mouse, I initially used the Asus Marshmallow Silent mouse with my laptop, and later I also used the Logitech MK345 combo keyboard and mouse for almost 2 years. And honestly, at that point, I had already fallen into the desk setup rabbit hole. I was watching way too many setup videos on YouTube and slowly started wanting a mechanical keyboard. But like most college students, wanting something and actually being able to buy it are two completely different things. So eventually, during Flipkart Big Billion Days, I somehow came across the Portronics Hydra 10 blue switches around 1800 rupees, and at that time I generally had no idea what different switches even meant. But I just knew one thing: it looked cool, and honestly, that was the first keyboard, mechanical keyboard I have experienced ever. And for the first few weeks, I loved it: the sound, the feel, the entire mechanical keyboard experience. But after some time, the blue switches started feeling a little too loud and clicky for me. And again, I wanted something better, but as usual, college budget. Around 6 months, I sold that laptop to one of my BTech juniors and finally upgraded to the Creo Swarm white purple wireless keyboard with GTMX tactile switches. And honestly, that felt way better for me personally. Unboxing videos for all these accessories are already available on my channel, so if you want to check them out, I'll leave all the links in the description. And that's pretty much it. It was not the cleanest setup, definitely not the most expensive one either, but somehow inside that small hostel room, it felt like my own little space, a place for movies, music, late night work, random ideas, and honestly a lot of memories with my friends too. So, yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.